Welcome back to Talkpoint. With the 2024 presidential election less than 3 months away, the campaign trail is heating up, and the two front-runners are pulling no punch. Former President Donald Trump and Vice President Kamala Harris spent the weekend in key battleground states delivering fiery speeches on the economy, immigration, and national security, each painting a starkly different vision for America's future. Tonight, we are breaking down what they said, how voters are reacting, and what it could mean for the race ahead. Trump rally in Pennsylvania, Harris town hall in Wisconsin. Trump kicked off his latest rally in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania before heading to Detroit, Michigan. Two states are narrowly lost in 2020 but won in 2016. Thousands packed stadium and outdoor venues, with the former president promising to restore America's greatness and reserve what he called the current administration's economic mismanagement. Meanwhile, Harris held back-to-back events in Madison, Wisconsin and Phoenix, Arizona. Her campaign focused on intimate town halls where she fielded questions directly from voters about job growth, reproductive rights, and border security. Inflation chart, gas prices, stock market footage. Both candidates made the economy their top talking point, but with vastly different messages. Trump blasted the Biden-Harris administration for what he called creeping inflation and skyrocketing energy prices, promising tax cuts, deregulation, and a renewed push for American energy independence. Harris countered by pointing to record low unemployment and recent gains in manufacturing jobs, saying her administration's policies have kept the U.S. out of results while investigation in infrastructure and clean energy. Inserts Trump rally keep is we had the greatest economy in the history of this world and we are going to bring it back. Insert Harris town hall clip is we have built an economy from the bottom up and middle out, not just for the wealthy few. US-Mexico border footage, migrant shelters, border patrol agents. Immigration remains one of the most divisive issues in the race. Trump renewed his pledge to finish the border wall, reinstate remain to Mexico policies, and conduct what he called the largest deportation operation in U.S. history. Harris defended the administration's bipartisan border security funding, but stressed the need for immigration reform that combines enforcement with pathways to legal status for long-time undocumented residents. Military footage, foreign leaders, cybersecurity emerging. On national security, Trump accused the current administration of projecting weakness abroad, especially toward China, Russia, and Iran. He promised to rebuild the military and boost defense spending. Harris, in turn, highlighted success in strengthening NATO, targeted action on adversaries, and investments in cybersecurity. She farmed Trump's foreign policy record as unpredictable and dangerous to U.S. allies. Crowd reaction, campaign merchandise. The difference in style was hard to miss. Trump's rallies were high energy and combat filled with applause lines and unscripted moments that thrilled his base. Harris opted for a conventional tone, positioning herself as a problem solver willing to listen and adapt. Political analysts say this construct could play a major role in mobilizing turnout, with Trump betting a energy his loyalty and Harris aiming to broaden her appeal beyond core Democratic voters. Battleground state map, latest poll numbers. National polls show a razor-thin race with Trump leading by just 1 point in some surveys and Harris ahead in others. But in battleground states like Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, and Arizona, the margins are within the margin of error. Political analysts, strategists say that These next few weeks will be critical as early voting begins in some states as soon as next month. Interviews with voters, small business, college campuses. Voters we spoke to say they are most concerned about the cost of living, healthcare, and national stability. One Pennsylvania voter told us, I am to not One Pennsylvania voter told us, I am not happy with either choice, but the economy will decide by vote. Another in Arizona said, immigration policy is the number one issue for me. Campaign buses, volunteers, phone banks. Trump is heading to rallies in North Carolina and Florida next week, while Harris will tour Nevada and Georgia. Both campaigns are ramping up and spending with attacks ads already flooding airwaves in swing states. Split screen of Trump and Harris speaking. As the campaign trail heats up, so does the rhetoric. The next major showdown, the first presidential debate set for later this month, and if these rallies are any indication, it's going to be a fiery one. We will be tracking every twist and turn the right here on Talkpoint. Thanks for watching and don't forget to subscribe for more updates on the race for the White House.